My goal in life was to get on the Instagram page Hot Guys Who Read. Didn't get on it. Not because I'm not hot, but because I didn't read enough. Welcome to Saint Aubin Central, everybody. Happy New Year to ya. It's a new year, but nothing's going to change, you know. Your life still doesn't matter. Jeez. Yeah, Happy New Year. It's crazy. 2022's over. 2023. This is the crazy thing, dude. My parents always said, Trevor, the older you get, the faster time's going to fly. And you know what I said? Where's my juice box, bitch? You know? That's what I told them. But what the bummer, it's just like, it's so true, dude. I mean, I remember vividly 2022, everybody was optimistic about the year. It's just like, COVID's over. We can get back into the swing of things. Everything's going to be great. And then Elon Musk took over Twitter and everybody lost their minds. But it's so true, dude. The older you get, it's just like it goes faster and faster and faster and faster. Pretty soon, like, I'm just going to be dead one day, which sounds kind of nice. Death sounds a little nice, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope everyone had a good year. I'm looking forward to next year. Is there anything that you wanted to accomplish this year that you didn't?
Oh, in 2022?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I wanted to read more books. Sounds like the usual answer for people.
Why?
Because I don't read, and I feel like I should.
Thanks, Forrest. Oh, my God. Because Jenna told me to read the
I know
books.
so many people that are like, oh, I read this book just this week. And I'm like, fuck, I haven't read a book in like...
because books were like the pinnacle of entertainment, dude. Now we have TikTok, we have VR, we have video games, we have everything else that requires a screen. Like, that's like using a typewriter. It's just, there's way better forms of information, you know? You can even listen to an audiobook.
Not even that.
This is the problem. You have no excuse not to read books because you can listen to it.
I don't even do audiobooks.
Worst case scenario, Spark Notes.
Yeah, none of that.
Read the Spark Notes.
I'm not even reading like paragraphs. Like if there's like a long Instagram post, I'm skipping through it. Like I'm just not reading.
The thing with reading is I like the idea of reading.
Oh yeah, I do too. I respect it.
But
I love
practically, like I always wanted to be the guy who like. Oh, so I remember as when I was younger and more insecure, my goal in life was to get on the Instagram page Hot Guys Who Read. Didn't get on it. Not because I'm not hot, but because I didn't read enough. But there was all these just like hot guys on the subway, just like reading Dostoevsky, you know, and like I was just reading my Captain Underpants novels, you know, just laughing. No, reading's one of those things that's like, yes, I do like the idea of it. It's a great like wind down thing.
Yeah.
Do you have a Kindle?
No.
Get a Kindle. That will change some stuff.
Are you sure? I feel like I just get another little gadget, and then I feel like I don't have the love of reading. I need
That's
that
true.
love of reading there.
That's true. That's like, I don't have the love of a woman, but buying a mail order bride isn't going to fix your problem.
Perfect analogy.
No, you're probably right. But however, like the ease of access has made me read more because you can download the app like Libby or something like that, and then just borrow books in the library and just get sent to your Kindle.
Do you do a lot of audiobooks?
I don't, because I think I'm such an avid podcast listener. I don't, and I like podcasts that are like at a conversation pace, and like audiobooks is like, this was prepared and planned for you to read as I jump over the spring and whoosh. And I'm like, boring, you know? I've never tried to listen to an audiobook.
I just can't multitask. Like, I have so many people at work that will listen to audiobooks while they're doing something at work, and
They're not multitasking.
I'm either
They're
listening
either
to the audio,
working or listening to the audiobook.
it's either one or the other for me, and I just can't do them.
Yeah, I think I had the similar New Year's thing of just like, oh, I'm gonna read a book a month.
How many books did you read last year? Tell me the truth.
This year?
Yeah, 2022. Physical. Audiobooks count. I'll count audiobooks too. Don't be embarrassed because my number's probably less than yours.
I'm trying to even think. Probably like 6 or 7.
Dang.
Yeah, like I read okay this year.
I think I have like 2.5.
What did you read?
I read a book and a half of the Southern Reach trilogy. Do you know the movie Annihilation?
Yes.
It's that series.
So it wasn't good enough to finish.
Well, I read Annihilation because I saw the movie.
Yeah.
So I was like,
okay, I know what happened. Skip.
Yeah, it was like get to the end. I got through halfway the other book, and then the other book is I just started actually. It was called The Gift of the Jews. So, and it's a history.
Was it Kanye West?
It's Kanye West wrote it.
It's
just like a religion book, but it's good. Very
interesting.
Good. Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's like the beginning of human civilization, and it's like a history kind of commentary thing.
About Jews?
Yeah, how did Judaism
give it-
start and how to influence the world, essentially.
I mean, give props to the Jews because it's like, every time I say Jews, I'm like, is that racist?
I know.
It's the only name. It's the only
I have
category.
this book on my desk that says "Gift of the Jews," like
Yeah,
in
and
big.
you're just like, yeah, that's the only name that you say that's the accurate name that just sounds racist.
Yeah.
You know, these fucking Jews. But like, hats off to Jews, dude. Like especially the religion Judaism, like Christianity. There's like 15 million denominations.
Yeah.
There's like one denomination in its Judaism. Like they've like kept their tradition like so well. It's so impressive over the thousands of years that humanity has existed and Judaism has existed. They've just kept their traditions like very straightforward. And like a lot of it too, it's interesting because I think if you convert to Judaism, if I'm not mistaken, they kind of try to talk you out of it.
It's a tight-knit group, yeah. It's not just
know?
like... Evangelism is not like that big of a thing.
Maybe that's why Kanye's so obsessed with it, because it's like this exclusive club, and he's just like mad because they're like, hey, Kanye, this isn't going to happen.
He's just projecting.
Oh, yeah, well, you people. And they're like, hey. And then they're like, we're going to take your bank account away. But yeah, the Jews are like, it's remarkable what they've been able to do throughout, whatever. How long has it been around? 6,000 years? More?
A long time, yeah. Somewhere around there. But just the way the Western civilization has gotten our way of thinking about problem solving and how we think about the world. Hollywood. Oh, this is going to be impossible.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I shouldn't even brought this book up.
Sorry, dude.
Great book, but it's
called The Rise of the Jews, or what?
The Gift of the Jews.
Yeah, The Gift.
Thomas Cahill. He's like I think he's an Irish author. I don't know. So some guy.
Yes. I think I know who that is, because I think he's written a similar book about Christianity.
I think so. He has one called like The Desire of the Everlasting Hills, and there's another one about Christianity that's called, I can't remember, but someone recommended it to me.
The Gift of the Christians.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think reading's always I think one of the big things that I wanted to start this year, mostly was like Saint Aubin stuff, but like the podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I think maybe 3 or 4 episodes we've missed, which I was like stoked to do so many. So I'm very pleased with that. It was actually interesting because I upload my podcast to Anchor, which is owned by Spotify. So they do like a year and it wrapped. And one of the data points that I got, it said, you've uploaded, I think it was like 1,100 minutes to the platform over the year. And then it said that's more than 85% of people in your category.
Dang.
So I don't know if that's music commentary or I don't even know what category this podcast is. So I don't know if that's just like the music category or just podcasts in general, which made me think a lot about just, I mean, I think whenever that statistic came out, there's 4 million podcasts in the world, and how I was just like, oh, I'm a fucking bitch weenie and I missed the train. But in reality, it's like there's 4 million podcasts, but there's probably 700,000 that are active.
Yeah.
Or something.
That
like
number's way inflated,
you know?
I'm sure. Yeah.
But I think it's important, particularly like for creators and artists, like to look at the little things and like reflect on the year of just like, yeah, you know, I didn't have a hit song. I didn't get I didn't get on a tour. I didn't get on this, but I consistently uploaded the podcast and it outperformed in terms of numbers.
Yeah.
Other podcasts in the category, you know, which I think's important. So next year we're going for that number one spot, you know,
number one podcast in America.
I mean, that would be the goal. Spotify, look at me, you know, sign me an exclusive deal and let's make it happen, Captain.
If you could get one celeb in 2023 as a guest that would just rock this podcast, who would you shout out right now?
Probably Alex Jones.
That's actually a really good answer because
He's fun, dude. I've seen him on some podcasts. He's fun. Well, see, this is tough because like from like a numbers standpoint, like I would want Joe Rogan because like anytime he's on a podcast,
boom,
numbers skyrocket on YouTube because he's not on that platform. It'd probably be some sort of comedian, just because like comedians are so fun and they like goof around. Probably like Bobby Lee or something like that. I hope to be on Tiger Belly one day.
Dang.
Because together. But my plan for the show is I would figure out what he's wearing and wear the same exact thing as him and walk in. You know how it kind of looks like he has Down syndrome? You just kind of like walk in and just like, you know, which is funny because he jokes. Somebody asked him, he's just like, man, why don't we see a lot of Koreans with Down syndrome? And he's just like, well, that's because we all kind of look like we have Down syndrome, you know?
No.
But I think Bobby Lee would be a lot of fun. But I think next year I'm going to try to get more guests on the podcasts, especially like when people come into town, especially comedians and stuff like that. But yeah, I think for the most part, like I've released music consistently. I don't think I released as much as I wanted to, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty pleased. I've lost 30 pounds this year. Can you fucking believe it?
I can't.
I've lost 30 pounds this year. I've lost 30 pounds this year. And this is when you know you're too fat. It's when you lose 30 pounds and no one can tell. That was how my year went.
Where did it all come off of? Was it like an overall body fat or was it like right out of the tits?
Well,
or?
no, I like to hold in my poo.
God. Jesus. Stupid.
I don't know why that got
I
me.
knew I was going to get a stupid answer.
I don't know why that got me so much, dude. Holy shit. Oh, that got me. Literally. No, I like...
Congrats. That's a big milestone.
I've been working out a bunch.
There you go.
Or not a bunch, but I've been like... I started working out, but I'm like walking, just trying to like eat better. But yeah, I weighed like 336 pounds at the beginning of this year. And now I'm 306 pounds, which is still fat. Oh my gosh, dude. You're so fat, Trevor. You're so fucking fat. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. You should be put in a fucking camp and no one should feed you for months. And then you'd get out of that camp and you'd look better than ever because you're so fucking fat.
I think I lost an argument with my wife, I just realized, because there was something, we were talking about your weight, another episode of the podcast.
Oh, okay.
No, you brought it up, but I don't think you said the actual LBs. And then I was joking about it with my wife, and she's like, how much does Trevor weigh? And I was like, I don't know, maybe like 250. And she was like, no way. And I was like, he can't be over 3. And so when you said that, I'm like, I think I owe my wife money now.
That's funny. Now, what was that one time in the car you and I were driving? I can't remember. I can't remember. But we were going somewhere. We were talking about our weight. And I said something about being 300 pounds. And you're like, no, you're not. I can't remember what I said. Anyway.
I probably just said, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's interesting. Most people think I'm like 270. Which I was just like, what did they think
honestly,
I was like when I was 270? You know?
I would have said 275.
Well, thankfully, I hold my weight well. Because there's some people who are 300 pounds and their fat's drooping over their knees, dude. Oh, my gosh. You look like a melted ice cream cone, dude. Listen. Someone needs to talk to us.
No, congrats. I'm really proud of you. You're almost down. You were 2 of me. Holy cow. If you were 330.
You're 150. Oh,
I hover around 165, but I'm at 160, but dang.
Well, it's like, my doctor, they're like, because they still use like the BMI and stuff. And he's just like, yeah, your weight, you should be about 160. And I'm just like, I don't know if.
No way.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm thick. I'm the wrist test, if your fingers overlap, you have a smaller frame. If they just touch, you have like a medium frame. If they can't touch, you have like a thick frame. My fingers can't touch, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Fuck fat people, dude. You fucking loser. Go lose weight, dude. Just stop eating.
What kills me is the social media comments every time.
Please do.
People just come out of the woodwork to attack you. And I don't want to say I love it, but it makes me laugh.
Dude. It's so funny. It's so funny to know that on the other side of that comment is a fucking fat person who's upset that he can't do what I'm doing because he's too fat. Put down the bucket of chicken, dude. Wipe your greasy ass fingers so you can make a video. Oh, fuck fat people, dude. Happy New Year, you fat piece of shit. Oh my gosh, dude.
What other goals do you have?
I actually want to gain 30 pounds. that would be great. I don't like how I'm looking.
Oh my God.
It's that's part of me, of course, I'm going to continue to lose weight. It'll be great. But I think I'm going to miss being fat for the sole reason of making fun of other fat people. Do you think that people who have lost a significant amount of weight can call fat people fat and make fun of them?
Not as easily. I think you
just got to show your stretch marks.
You got to show
or the excess skin.
That's it. Yeah, where you tuck it in.
The excess skin looks like someone's making a pizza and just flows the dough and it just droops. Daddy's hungry. Yeah, I don't know. I think I could.
At what point do you think the fat jokes have to stop for you? Never.
Dude.
If you're 220.
Listen, dude, if your knees look like melted ice cream cones, something. I've worked with people, and I'm just like, do you know how fat you need to be to have your fat hanging over your knees? Which means you have to pull up the fat in order to see your chubby little knees.
Jesus Lord.
And that's it looks like a bakery exploded just on your knees, dude. It's disgusting. Like they probably have to wash under your knees.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
My friend, his mom is she was doing like in-home nurse care for people, and she did a house call on someone who was like incredibly obese, probably like 500 pounds or something like that. And I kid you not, they found a half a sandwich underneath one of her fat rolls. Like they were giving her a bed bath.
When they pulled it out, did she like, oh?
She didn't know what to say. She had no idea what to
That's
say.
so-
She was just like, I think she just set
Oh
it down,
my
but in her mind she was
gosh.
like, what the like a half-eaten sandwich.
And we're like, is this why they call you turkey sub or whatever?
They're like, oh, there it is. Like,
Oh, that's.
can you imagine losing food in your body?
I mean,
Don't answer that.
goodness, dude.
Half a sandwich, like a McAllister sandwich too. Like it's got like all that, you know.
Jeez. I wonder. I bet you it was probably really preserved well.
Oh
From
yeah.
all like the salt from your body and like the sweat, just keeping it nice and warm.
Can you imagine?
Just a meatball marinara just coming out of your tits. Oh my gosh, dude.
This is life-changing podcast material.
I
here.
don't care. I'm having fun. I love making fun of fat people because it's so funny.
Oh my God.
It's so funny because, like, they're just like, I can't help it. Like, yes, you can, you fucking sow. I can help it. I am helping it, you know?
You're down. You're down 30.
People, like, you know what? You can lose weight. You know, you're not you're not special. Just go walk a little bit.
I was like, you had some thoughts about McDonald's, didn't you? Or
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, and it's McDonald's fault, dude. It's making, like, I went to a McDonald's. They had, like, 2 employees there flipping burgers. The machines were running everything else, dude. It's the machine's fault. All these people are getting fat because people's fingers are so fat that they hit multiple meals and then they try to exit, but then they hit accept. And then they're like, I don't want this food to go to waste. And then they eat the whole fucking bag, dude. The world's going to shit, dude. Happy New Year, everybody. The world's going to shit. We got touchscreens at every single McDonald's, dude. Like, humanity is over. Like, humanity will be replaced and will probably just be, like, used like the Matrix as, like, energy because there's some sort of organic energy that robots can't create, and they need to eat us. But like the world's over, dude. There's too much technology. All the I think you can make a good argument that the world started its decline as soon as the remote control was created. It just ruined you. Like, people are just like, oh, I don't have to get up anymore. And then downhill, dude. The next thing, it's the McDonald's touchscreen, and everyone's getting fatter. And we think it's a deal, but the machines are just, they're licking their metal chops and just like, I can't wait to sink my teeth into you, Tubby. But it's true, dude. It's true, dude. Like, touch screens. I can't even do this.
I feel like you're talking from experience.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, I don't know what it is about fat people, but it makes
funny.
me laugh.
It's just a funny topic.
And their nipples get chapped just from their shirts because they're so fat. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't stop it.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness, dude.
So you're not a fan of the touchscreen, is what
No,
I'm saying.
dude, I mean, it's
you
like
talking to a person at McDonald's.
It's like computer, like they're replacing our jobs. Like the simplest job, a cashier just hits the buttons. But we got touchscreens now. Like, humanity is over. we're all gonna be replaced.
You don't even have to go to McDonald's anymore. You can literally just order it.
Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Like you want to
your
know.
door.
You want to know when you hit rock bottom is when you Uber Eats McDonald's to your house. You fat piece of shit.
I've been there. I've done
it too,
in the
dude,
valley.
and I don't feel proud.
No.
That's like getting a discount hooker. You're just like, shouldn't have done that.
But it's at your door, and you're like, well.
You're like, might as well. No, dude, like the machines are taking all of our jobs at some point. Soon, you're going to be replaced.
Yeah, you'll just have a cackling robot over here.
It's just like deep fake technology, dude. That shit's scary. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen like Rogan interview Rogan. It's insane. It looks
And to think probably 10 years from now, it's going to be...
unbelievable, dude.
Yeah.
Like World War III is going to start because they're going to get the president of the United States like flipping the bird to, Latvia or something on his birthday,
Yeah.
But and it's also too because I was talking to buddies. They're all visual artists, and AI is just like with
yeah.
what was that trend that just happened recently?
All
It was
that
like
AI art
AR,
stuff,
you just
yeah.
I don't even know, you just type your name or something. Did you? I didn't even
I
do
haven't
it.
done it.
I didn't do it because I'm like, dude, I don't want more shit in some Russian database that I have no control over,
Yeah.
But it's unreal what AI can do. You can type in a phrase and AI will create hundreds of images. I have a buddy who's trying to make a comic, and I'm like, have you started on this? And he's like, well, no. And I was just joking with him. I was like, well, I can like come up with a few hundred mock-ups in about 15 seconds if you want me to. And he's like getting all upset because he's just like, they're taking our jobs, whatever. But it's true. I think AI will serve a purpose similarly to that of McDonald's. Like McDonald's, it's more about function over like something nice,
Yeah.
If somebody needs a logo just to start their company, great. If somebody needs like an album artwork or something, great. But like at the end of the day, art, what draws people to art is exclusivity. And I don't think AI unless an artist creates an AI and then it's like a specific piece.
Yeah.
AI is not I don't think it's gonna replace the artist. It might replace the bottom 10%, but they had it coming, all those fat people. No, but
Don't.
I'm sorry. No, but I don't see AI replacing artists today because artists make exclusive pieces of work. Yeah, I mean, sometimes people will go buy like a piece of artwork because it looks cool, but oftentimes too, people want an exclusive piece from the artist. It's not necessarily the piece, they want something from like Van Gogh. Somebody could draw something like Van Gogh, but if it didn't come from Van Gogh, it's not worth anything,
Yeah, I have a hard time thinking it's going to completely replace artists. Someone has to have the vision behind it, but I do think it'll be helpful for some cases. Like, I don't know, I can see it in like video game development and all that kind of jazz, like just building out backgrounds and all that BS. But I don't know. It is scary how quick they can make art and make it look good.
Oh yeah.
Nowadays, just through the AI stuff. So I can see the concern, but
and like I'm not too worried about it because I think my art form primarily happens in like the live performance space. So I think that's dozens of years out where AI can really just like mind fuck you of just art and an experience, and you're just like, I don't know, it just feels like you're on acid or whatever, but you're like, you just put glasses on or whatever. But dude, I've heard AI wrote this Nirvana song, a new Nirvana song.
oh dang.
And it sounds like Nirvana.
Whoa.
It's insane.
I
It's
haven't heard this.
absolutely insane. Yeah, what but it's like a minute-long clip, and AI, and it sounds like Dave Grohl, Kurt Cobain, and that other guy. His name's escaping me.
I don't
Chris
remember.
Novoselic,
Sure.
or whatever it is. So it's coming, dude. Like, it's coming. Like, I've legitimately thought about having AI write a Saint Aubin song, just uploading all my stuff, and but then it's just like, is it unethical for me to take it as my own?
No.
Because I'm just
so.
like, dude, I could put out a song a day, and just keep, putting some stuff out. That would be interesting.
That should be your goal in 2023.
I should release an AI song and not tell anybody.
See if it what if it just outperforms everything you've ever worked on?
Well, this is what I was thinking. Like, because audio waves, it's just, it's a binary code, right? Some sort of code.
Yeah.
So could AI, or could you write an audio song and program it to like hijack the algorithm? Like get the code to talk to the algorithm? Does that make sense?
Not really, but
Okay. So, because I don't know. I don't know anything about development and software and code and stuff. But I'm like, because to me, like, it's all code.
yeah.
So couldn't you embed a code to like hijack the algorithm, and then the song just pops off?
It could.
Because you're like, a little bit about development.
It could like
right?
compare your songs to what is super popular and then try to like mesh those two things together and then create like a new song. But
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder. I should ask my buddy
but yeah.
if there's a way to like hack, like literally hack Spotify.
Yeah, the thing is you'd have to just train it what is popular.
Mm-hmm.
And if you pump it full of like Drake, or whatever
Yeah.
that gets billions of hits, then your songs are going to start pumping out and you're going to silly sound like Drake. But
No, but okay. I guess I don't know. I think what I'm thinking of is not possible.
who knows? We'll never know.
Well, I don't know, because I don't understand code. I'm fucking dumb, and fat, dude. That's a great way to end it. Thanks to all of you fatties for listening. I appreciate it. I don't know what it is about making fun of fat people, but it makes me laugh so hard. Man, my face is red or yellow. Yeller. Thanks for listening, everybody. I'm also black too, okay? The full gamut. Insert stereo sickle cell. Diabetes.
Just words.
Hey, thanks for listening, everybody. Oh man. I'm sure this podcast wasn't as fun for you, but man, was it fun for us. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting. Happy New Year. Go read more books. Try to accomplish something next year. Listen to my song, Diet Coke.